Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Joanna. If you're new here, welcome. On today's video, I want to share 7 films about or by Latinos that you should watch during Latin Heritage Month. Latin Heritage Month ends on October 15. It started September 15th. So you have about 20 days from the time this video is posted until it ends, maybe 22 days, so you could watch all 7 films if you like. I mean, there are more amazing films out there by Latinos and about Latinos, but these are 7 of my favorites that I think you should watch. I think there was one point when Latin Heritage Month was in April and then it was changed to like this time, September 15th to October 15th, which is kind of an odd month. It's like half of September and then half of October. I don't know who decided to do that, but either way, I celebrate being Latina every day, and I just wanted to share a little piece of my favorite things, my favorite movies with you. So with no further ado, here are my 7 films about Latinos or by Latinos that you should watch to celebrate Latin Heritage Month. Starting with Veneno, directed by Tabare Blanchard. Veneno tells the story of the most famous wrestler in all the Dominican Republic, Jack Veneno. It follows his journey from childhood until stardom, when he became the most successful and most famous wrestler in all of the Dominican Republic. It also follows his arch nemesis Relámpago Hernandez and their rivalry throughout that era. I really enjoy, as a Dominican, I really enjoy this film. It was like a piece of home. I felt like I was watching a piece of home. It's based in the DRs and you could see all of DR back in the day. It just reminded me of when I was a kid watching Lucha Libre and watching Jack Veneno every Sunday at 12 o'clock with my grandmother, and I just really loved this film. So if you're a Dominican and you are a wrestling fan, I highly suggest that you watch Jack Veneno. I mean, Veneno is the film about Jack Veneno. Veneno is in Spanish, but it has English subtitles. It's available on Showtimes, and I believe you can also rent it on YouTube. Next we have Pelo Malo, which was directed by Mariana Rondon. Pelo Malo tells the story of a 9-year-old boy who is obsessed with straightening his curly hair because he hates his curly hair, and that causes his mom to think that he's gay and sends her into this homophobic panic. She brings him to the hospital and the doctor advises her that she should just get a male figure in the house because it's just her and her younger son and the 9-year-old boy. The boy never showed any indication that he was gay, by the way. She just assumed that he was because he wanted to straighten his hair, and he also wants to be a singer. So, like I said, the doctor advised her to just have a male figure in the house. So she decides to invite her old boss to dinner and to have sex. Partly because she wants her old job back, and also the boss requires her to have sex with him if she wants the job back. She also wants her son to see what a man and a woman are supposed to be like. This movie is about identity and the boy choosing his own identity or the one his mom thinks he's supposed to be in order for her to give him any affection. At the end, we see which identity he decides to go by. It's actually really sad. If you're in the mood for crying and feeling depressed, I highly recommend you watch this movie. Although it's depressing, it's a really good movie. It's about identity in the world, and you get to see what these people go through every day. It's also really painful to see the conditions these people live in, and it makes it sadder that this actually happens around the world and people actually have to go through the things that this little boy went through and what the mom goes through every day. Although it's sad, it's a really good movie and I highly recommend it. It's available on Amazon Prime. If crying and feeling depressed is not your thing, then watch Vampire vs. the Bronx, directed by Os Rodriguez. It's a really fun film about a group of kids who are fighting vampires who are trying to take over the Bronx. It's a fun film about community and gentrification in New York City. I like this film because growing up, I never saw the heroes being portrayed by people who look like me. They were always the bad people, or they never They're the first one to get killed, or they barely were in the movie. So it was refreshing to see so many beautiful brown faces kicking vampires' asses all over the Bronx. Also on Netflix is Mucho, Mucho, Amor, The Legend of Walter Mercado, directed by Cristina Constantini and Karim Tabsh. If you're Latino, you know Walter Mercado. We all grew up watching him every afternoon, telling us our daily horoscopes. He became an icon in Latin America, living his authentic self and spreading love everywhere he went. This documentary shares his life, his ups and downs, and how he became such an icon. Next we have In Time of the Butterflies, directed by Mariano Barroso. In The Time of the Butterflies tells the story of the Mirabal sisters, who are a symbol of revolution. They were activists in the Dominican Republic who fought against the dictatorship of Rafael Trujillo in the 1960s. Their activism against Trujillo resulted in their murder, and the film captures that era and tells their story. The next film I'm going to suggest you watch is La Llorona. No, not that one. La Llorona by Jairo Bastamante, which is available on Shudder. This film is actually not about La Llorona, not at all. It uses the tale of La Llorona, which is the tale of this woman in Mexico who killed her 2 kids, who drowned her 2 children because her husband left her for a younger woman, and she was mad, so she drowned them and then she killed herself. So she just starts crying. Her ghost just goes from town to town crying, looking for her kids. She's like, mis hijos, and she's crying. Anyways, this version of La Llorona uses the tale of La Llorona to shed light on the crimes committed against the indigenous communities of Guatemala. It's a really good film, and I would say it's more of a drama than a horror. I don't know why they market it. I guess they're using the Llorona name, so they have to market it as horror, but it's really more of a drama, and I really enjoyed it. I really recommend it. The last film I recommend you watch is Gloria, directed by Christian Keller. Gloria tells the story of Mexican pop star Gloria Trevi and her rise to fame and downfall due to the scandal that ruined her career. The man who helped her reach stardom, her manager, who was also married to her, was sleeping with underage girls. They would travel with several underage girls and were later charged with kidnapping, corruption, and sexual abuse to minors. I grew up watching Gloria Trevi, so I love this film and learning more about her journey and her life and who she was before she became this pop icon. So I highly recommend you watch Gloria. It's a really good film, full of drama, betrayal, and a lot of the other stuff, all based in real life. So there you have it. Those are my 7 films I suggest you watch if you want to support Latinos in film during Latin Heritage Month, which ends October 15th. If you have any other movie suggestions, comment down below and let me know. If you watch any of the films I mentioned, tell me what you thought about them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe. I post videos every week. I'm trying to post twice a week now. So please make sure to subscribe. It will help me grow, and it will tell the almighty algorithm that people are watching my content. So until next time, bye.